Cleveland. Before we get started, we'll give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kalkadash, to honor to the apostle, elders, the great millstone, who were well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, that preach the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson to the hopeful elect, man, and doing a quick little Intransit, and we go get Jeremiah 16 and 14, because the times we coming into the time where the Lord's about to take down this kingdom and establish our kingdom, man. Like Yahweh Shah said in Matthew 4, what he said, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. We in the time when the Lord's about to set us up. That's why the whole world is changing and moving off the vibration of the Israelites, man. Because before we get that, hey, you can grab Psalms 50 where it talk about he has set them in order before their eyes. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 21. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou sawest that I was altogether such as was thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Right, exactly. Esau, Brad, he thought that the Lord was dealing with him, man. And that the Lord was with him, man. And the Lord was okay with everything that he did to the nation of Israel. But see, the thing is this, man. The Lord was never dealing with you devils, man. You was only used for his purpose, man. And now that purpose is coming to an end. So what is the Lord doing now? He's establishing a kingdom right before these Edomites' eyes, man. Bringing the elect back together. He's putting his people back to order, back in order, having them come back to his heritage. Their heritage. But even with these two-thirds in the world, man, you got a lot of Jakes. They growing their beards now. They into sage and stones, and they doing things that's our customs. Hey, shit. You got Jake talking talking to the Edomite, the white woman, different nations of women. This is all a part of our heritage, man. The Lord is setting his people back up and before these devil's eyes, man. And it's gonna lead to what? This place getting destroyed and a kingdom, an everlasting kingdom being established, man. But this place has to be destroyed first. These prophecies, the MOTB has to be mandatory first. The World War III has to come first before the kingdom of heaven can be established, man. Because the kingdom of heaven is a righteous kingdom. Y'all have something?
You got that Jeremiah 16 and 14?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 16 and verse 14. It reads, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, it's right, because that's the saying now, but it's gonna be a time where that's not gonna be the main saying that the Lord is gonna speak on, because throughout the whole scriptures the Lord said that I delivered you from the hand of the Egyptians, but it's gonna be a new saying because it's gonna be a greater deliverance, man. A greater salvation that the world have not seen. You got it.
Yep. It says 15, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whether he had driven them, and I will bring them
Right.
again.
So it said, right, the new thing will be how the Lord delivered his people from the land of the north, which is what? North America, the United States. You know, this is the place where the main deliverance is going to take place, and it's going to be extravagant deliverance, man. Cause you had the chariots, the so-called UFOs beaming the Lord's people up, man. You know, or that the major UFO beaming the Lord's people up in the midst of what? World War III happening. See, the salvation is going to come simultaneously with World War III. The chariots and the missiles going to be coming over here at the same time, man. You know, but the chariots is going to outbeat the missiles to what? Deliver the elect from getting hit by those missiles, man, and from wherever else the elect is scattered. You know, so this is going to be a far greater deliverance from ancient Egypt, man. You know, and if you have the spiritual eye, the vision, to see, you can see it. But these people can't. These devils can't see it. That's why they're going to be amazed. That's why they're going to be. Matter of fact, give wisdom of Solomon 5. That's why they're going to be dismayed at the salvation when they come. It was more in a verse.
Yeah, it says, and I will bring them again unto their land that I gave unto their fathers. And that land is talking about the land of Israel, where, you know, the small has the 1948ers over there right now, all right, capitalizing off our benefits of being the Lord's people. But you wouldn't want to have it no other way, that you let these devils go in there and act like they us, and, you know, steal all of the, you know, the benefits of our people, so the Lord can judge them for being culture vultures, man. Because we already know that those not the people of the Lord, because the Lord said that when we come to Jerusalem, we're going to have rest. But there's no rest over there in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, man. They're at war right now, you know. And if they was to be the Lord's people, these things wouldn't be taking place, man. The Lord said He's going to create in us a new heart, which a new mind that He's going to install into us His holy words, man. You know, we ain't gonna be teaching other nations, not each other. No, we're gonna be teaching other nations. We're not gonna be teaching each other the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. So that's how you know that shit over there is all fugazi, bro. You know.
You got it.
Yeah, this book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. There shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
Right, and this is a precept to that Psalms 50 about the Lord standing his people up before their eyes, man. You know, the Lord got his people standing in great boldness against these devils, man. You know, by going out teaching week in, week out, you know, doing these lessons. You know, the Lord's rising his people up now. He's building that kingdom, that nation up right now, man.
And like, you know, the Lord is gathering those two sticks together, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. It's going to be real mighty once the elect is sealed and we all come together, because on this side right now you have the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom still, you know, and differences of, you know, who the Lord's people is, and if the Israelites are not. You know, all of that controversy, all that stuff is going to, you know, be done away with. And those who of the elect, they already know that Yahweh Shema Shah is with us. So it's going to be a beautiful time that when the Lord bring these two sticks together, which was spoken of in Ezekiel, all right, that the Lord is going to bring the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom back together, all right, and they're going to be in the same mind frame, all right, conquering and ruling in righteousness, right? Because on this side, you know, you have Judah and Ephraim still, you know, at it, you know, as far as enduring these curses. But once the Lord bring back, you know, the true understanding, wisdom, and knowledge, we all gonna be on the same accord. It ain't gonna be no more hate against one another. Judah vexing Ephraim, man, you know, and that's gonna be the good part about coming in the kingdom, that we all can be together, rejoicing, over our enemies, subduing them, putting their ass in captivity, which they done to us, man. You know, it said that we should bring forces the forces of the Gentiles, man, or they gonna bring them over to us. You know, willingly too. You know, in righteousness' sake, because if they don't come and serve the Lord on his high holy days, guess what? Them heathens are gonna be in great trouble, man. You know.
Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
Right,
he is, how is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot among the saints?
And that's what they're not expecting. These Edomites and these other nations is not expecting 2/3 of Israel's will. They not expecting this, man. You know, because all Jake Lyles have been looked at as niggas and, you know, spicks and wetbacks and, you know, look down upon, man. Nobody's expecting the Lord's people,
Right.
to be the lowest. You know, it's about the trash that's the scum of the earth. You know,
Talks about that.
Nobody's expecting the Lord's people to be niggas, man. But hey, they gonna be in a rude awakening, man. Because when the Lord comes back and when they see who the Lord delivers, then that's when these people is gonna be confounded, man. You know, especially 2/3 in Esau, 2/3 in Brad, man. You know, y'all niggas is gonna be confounded when the Lord deliver his elect, man.
Got a precept. It's Psalms 50 and 21, and it reads, "These things hast thou done."
We just read
and
that.
We read this. We gotta come back up.
Go ahead.
Yep. Psalms 50 and 21. "These things hast thou done, and I kept silent." What are these things that Esau did, man? You know, all the rape, rob, and murder, the hardcore slavery he put us through, even to this day. It said, "Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes." Just going into that wisdom of Solomon, you know, that when they see it, are they gonna be all dismay and disbelief? You know, you're gonna have little Emily, little Chad's dad talking about, "Damn, man, you lied to us, man. You said we was the chosen people, but here it is that you're gonna see the elect being beamed up, you know, and we coming back from out the being married to the Lord, and once we get these new bodies, all right, you're gonna be astonished, and guess what? Y'all going into captivity, man. You know, it ain't gonna be no love, kisses, and all this shit that you thought that it was gonna be. No, you Edomites, even you fucking you know, you women, you Edomites, y'all all going into captivity because y'all been over here rejoicing and being glad, all right, being proud, happy that y'all had us in this situation, and y'all knew that y'all was fucking wrong. Y'all knew that what y'all was doing was fucked up, but y'all hid these things in your mind. But the Lord gonna play it out in your mind that now we on top and y'all gotta suffer this shit. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do to stop it neither. You know, we want to take your little children. Guess what? They going with us, man. Ain't no more, this is wrong or no, because you did it. And guess what? He that leadeth to captivity should go into captivity, man. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the faith and the patience of the saints. So, hey, you know, we look forward to this. So get ready for it, man. This is not a wicked thing, man. So it's like, y'all did this shit to us, and we supposed to just lay down. Like, man, fuck that shit, man. We rising up, man, you know, and we can't wait to take y'all ass to captivity, man. I got all type of thoughts and plans what I'm gonna do to you Edomites, man, you know.
I got a quick one. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, and verse 18, and back to the brother up. It says, "Thine heart shall meditate terror."
That's right.
I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah, you got it.
Right, yeah. So that's what we're gonna be. That's all we're gonna be meditating on. Is how we gonna torture you Edomites? How we gonna destroy you Edomites? How we gonna You know what I'm saying? Make your day miserable. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau has done his best job making the lives of the nation of Israel miserable, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And blaspheming the Lord.
Right.
So now it's almost time for us to get our great payback, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that song, we got paid back. That's what we about to get,
Right,
man.
right.
You know
You
what I'm
talking
saying?
about,
We'll get our hands on that ass. You know what I'm saying? We'll get that rod of iron. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be whooping your ass night and day. Only on the Shabbat is gonna be able to get some rest.
That's right. That's right. Meditating terror, man. You know, you did all type of fucking shit during the time of the dark ages where you came up with all different fucking ways to, you know, kill Jake. Yeah, we gonna come double that. So get ready for that, man. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so Lord, one is was edifying. With that, we will close out. Giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Give honor to the apostle, elders, great millstone, who will. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom. And Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.